I was looking at my girlfriend, telling me that if I didn't like an open marriage-style relationship, I should just leave. So I decided to show her what leaving actually looks like, and karma handled the rest in a way she never saw coming. My name is Joel. I'm 33, and for 5 years I believed I was in a committed relationship with a woman named Tessa. We lived simply, and honestly, I thought we were happy. We took trips, stayed in on weekends, cooked together, laughed about the small things. She used to hold my hand everywhere we went and tell me I was her safe place. I believed every word because nothing ever felt forced. I didn't suspect anything. I thought I'd found someone who valued loyalty the same way I did. For years I felt like we were solid and unbreakable. But everything changed the moment she started talking about wanting more freedom. At first it sounded harmless. She said she needed space and independence. I supported it because I didn't want to be controlling. But then came the new friends she never introduced me to, the nights she said she was out clearing her head, the sudden obsession with dressing up for places she refused to name. And the worst part was how she suddenly became cold toward me. No hugs, no compliments, barely a conversation unless she needed something from me. I kept trying to explain that something felt off, but she always flipped it on me, saying I was paranoid or insecure. I wanted to believe her so badly that I pushed down every red flag until denying them became painful. Then came the night everything snapped into place. She walked in at 2 a.m. in a dress I'd never seen her wear before, smelling like a mix of cologne and smoke. When I asked where she'd been, she laughed, as if the question itself was ridiculous. She said this is who she is now, and if I have a problem with an open style of relationship, I can leave, because she won't change for anyone. She said it like she was offering me instructions. That was the moment the last piece of hope inside me cracked. But instead of arguing, I went quiet. I watched her walk past me, humming to herself while I stood there realizing she wasn't the woman I fell in love with. She was someone I didn't even recognize anymore. My heart wanted answers, but my mind needed the truth, so the next day I started watching her patterns. I didn't invade her privacy. I didn't hack anything. I just paid attention. She started getting ready every Friday at the same time. She took the same rides. She stopped answering her phone for hours. It wasn't hard to guess. One evening, she left the house, and I followed at a distance. She walked into a lounge holding hands with another man as if she had been with him for years. The way she leaned into him, the way her face lit up, the way she kissed him without hesitation. I froze. My chest hurt so badly I couldn't breathe. I stood there watching the woman I once planned a future with act like I didn't exist. She didn't just cheat. She replaced me emotionally long before she told me to leave. Seeing it with my own eyes felt like the world shifted under my feet. But as painful as it was, something inside me hardened. The shock burned away and left only clarity. I didn't confront her. I didn't embarrass myself or beg. I let her enjoy her night, because I already knew what I needed to do. While she was out with him, I packed every single thing that was mine. I moved it out quietly. I canceled the shared accounts I paid for. I disconnected myself from her life in every way that didn't involve drama. When she came home, she found an empty space where her comfort used to be. I left a single note on the counter that read, "This is what leaving looks like." She called me over and over, panicking, asking where I went, why I was being dramatic, why I was ruining things when she was only being honest. I didn't answer. She thought she had control, but she never expected the one thing she couldn't handle: silence. The real karma came a week later. The man she'd been seeing blocked her completely after she posted a photo that hinted at being single again. She'd been his entertainment, not his partner. Suddenly she wasn't glowing anymore. She wasn't confident. She tried showing up at my place, trying to cry and apologize, but I had already healed enough to know it wasn't real remorse. It was desperation, and there was nothing left in me that wanted to save her from a mess she created with her own hands. The open life she bragged about left her alone and abandoned faster than I could have imagined. I'm in a better place now, stronger than I have ever been. I learned that someone who threatens you with leaving is someone who planned to betray you long before they said the words. Real love doesn't demand you tolerate disrespect, and karma doesn't need help. It always finds the people who think consequences don't apply to them. If you've ever been betrayed, remember that you deserve someone who chooses you without conditions or loopholes. Subscribe to SilkMirror for more real-life stories of heartbreak, revenge, and transformation.